Hello and welcome to Game 7 of the World Series that wasn't. I'm performing a 1994 Montreal Expos season replay, card and dice advanced version. The Expos have beaten the Dodgers and the Astros to date in the National League Divisional Series and then in the National League Championship Series to get to the series. The White Sox have gone through the Yankees and the Indians to get to the World Series. Um, Series started with a Sox victory. Montreal took the next three, um, one in Montreal, two at Comiskey. The Sox came back and won games 5 and 6 to force a seventh game. Uh, we played the first inning thus far. The Sox batted. Well, I'll give you the lineup first of all, and the pitchers. Fassero is going for Expos, and it's Fernandez that's going for the White Sox. The Sox started out with a bounce out to short by Cora, followed by a single by Ozagian. Frank Thomas was safe on an error by the left fielder Lou Frazier, put runners on second and third. Robin Ventura was intentionally walked to load the bases, and then Darren Jackson returning from injured reserve. He's been out since the National League Championship Series, American League Championship Series, excuse me. Um, Eligible if the game or series had gone to seven, which it did. He's able to come back for Game 7 and play. He bounced into a 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, and that's where we're at. We've got one half of an inning in. The Sox threaten but do not score, and we are going to the bottom of the first. So the walk works. The strategy pays off. And we go to the bottom of the first. We're in Montreal. Crowd's going wild. Seventh game of the World Series to decide who's the champion. Marquise Grissom digs in, right-hander versus right-hander against Fernandez. The roll is a 1-7, which is a sharp grounder to short. Ozzy's up with it, over to the big hurt, and there's one away. Fernandez didn't last 2 innings in his start in Game 3. Frazier, left-handed batter, 6-10 is the roll, which is a strikeout on Fernandez's card. So 2 up, 2 down. Larry Walker digs in. Again, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Larry's playing first base today. 3-8 is the roll, which is a hop to the pitcher. Gets it right back to Fernandez. Over to Thomas. Side retires. 3 up, 3 down for the Expos in the first. And after 1 inning of play, we are tied at 1. Or at 0, excuse me. Game 6 was a 4-0 shutout victory for the Sox to force this Game 7. Pedro Martinez started for the Expos. Sox scored runs in the 6th, 7th, and 9th to build their lead. The Expos only managed 4 hits against Alvarez, Osamacher, and McCaskill to get to this point. Lance Johnson is the batter, started leading off for the White Sox in the second. Left-handed hitting center fielder. The roll is 1-10, which is a bounce to short. Cordero over to first, 1 away. Ron Karkovice. Ron is the hero of Game 5. He had a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. That proved to be the winning runs. Pitch by Fassero. The roll is 2-7, which is a single 1 through 5. The split is a 12, so it turns out to be a ground ball to short. Again, Cordero has it over to Walker, and there are 2 away. Warren Newsom is playing left field today. Can't figure out a way to get Franco in the back lineup. He is a first baseman as well. Thought about going all Mayo Smith on him and making him a left fielder 5 with a +5 with throwing, but he's going to be the miracle pinch hitter perhaps in this game for the White Sox. We'll see how this goes. So 2 out, nobody on. Newsom, lefty versus lefty, strikes out against Fassero. Fassero was the best pitcher for the Expos in the season replay. Had a great season, great ERA. And we go to the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the second, we'll see Lou, Fletcher, and Cordero batting for the Expos. 4-6 is the roll. Called strike 3. Those of you that are seeing a game that I called for the first time, called strikes are point of weakness strikeouts with the dots behind them if they are not point of weakness singles. So if the pitcher hasn't reached his point of weakness, that is a called strike 3. Darren Fletcher, lefty versus righty. 5-6 is the roll, which is a fly ball to center field, fairly deep. Johnson's after it. Now he's under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Will Cordero is the batter. 2 out, nobody on. The Expos bats have gone cold here in these last couple of games. Bounce to the pitcher. Fernandez over to Thomas. Side retires. 1-2-3 inning once again. 2 runs, or putouts. We're doing putouts here, mister. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 2 in the books, no score. Expos fans are going crazy. Chance for a world championship. The Sox are trying to come back from a 3-games-to-1 deficit. Alex Fernandez, the pitcher, will bat. Being an American League team, he did not bat throughout the 1994 season, and the fact that we're in a National League stadium, there's no DH for the American League team, so that's why Julio Franco's on the bench, and Fernandez just struck out. Joey Cora, 6-11 is the result, which is a fly ball to right field, deep. Right fielder Lou chases that one down, and there's 2 away. 2 down, Ozzie Guillen, the batter. Lefty versus lefty. 1-6 is the roll, which is a chopper to short. Cordero has it. Side retires. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Do a little bookkeeping here. And we're on to the bottom of the third, no score. Sean Berry will lead off for the Montreal Expos. Berry, Lansing, and Fassero. 6-10 strikeout against right-handers on Fernandez's card. Berry's out on strikes. Mike Lansing, the batter. Lansing has had 2 hits in the series. He's batting .083. He's still in there for his defense, though. And just checking to see. Yeah, Montreal in Game 5, they scored 2 runs, but they had 11 hits. They left 12 men on base in that game. So Mike Lansing against Alex Fernandez, righty versus righty. 6-9 is the roll, and drought is broken. Double 1 through 15 is the result. 9 is the split, so Lansing has doubled with 1 out here in the third. Fassero is the pitcher, is next. They already have a runner in scoring position. Fassero is a good bunter, but he's going to be swinging away, trying to move him over or drive him in. Playing left-handed against the right-hander. 6-7 is the roll. Chopper to second is the result. Cora, who is a 3, that is a kind of a check swing roller out to second base. Cora's got 1 play, that's the first, and Lansing takes third. Runner on third, 2 out for Marquise Grissom. He's hitting .380. Has 3 homers in the series, but he's been cold, cold, cold for the last 2 games. So let's see if he can build a fire here and send a run home with a hit. 5-10 is the roll, which is a catch X. The catcher is Karkovice. He's a 1. There's rating. 21 is the result, which results in a pop-up. Grissom pops out with a man on third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. He is left on base. 2 putouts by the catcher, the other at first baseman. Assist by second baseman Cora. We go to the top of the 4th. No score. Frank Thomas will lead off. Thomas, Ventura, and then Jackson. Thomas was safe on a fielding error back in the 1st. Was stranded at 3rd with the bounce out into a double play by Jackson. Lefty versus righty. 6-8 is the roll, which is a single 1 through 2. Ground ball 3rd, wrestle away. The split is 11. So Frank pulls that one down the left field line, the left field line. Barry scoops it up and fires it across the diamond to Walker to retire him. Robin Ventura, the batter. Lefty versus lefty. 110 is the roll. Ground ball to second base is the result. Lancing over to Walker, 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Darren Jackson, the batter. Bounced into a double play, bases loaded double play last inning. 3-8 is the result, or the roll, and single to left or center field is the result. Jackson is on base. Lance Johnson, the batter. Jackson is a C stealer, 1 through 11 chance. Fassero's move is a -2, so that takes him down to 9. Fletcher is a +1 throwing, so it's a 1-10 chance. 1 through 10 he's safe. He's going to roll. He's going to go. 16 is the result. He is gunned down. Shortstop Cordero made the cover, and he is caught stealing. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. Had putouts at 2 putouts at first, that other putout at short, and assists on all 3 plays. Johnson will remain at bat, as Jackson was thrown out while he was at bat. And we'll move to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, Lou Frazier, the batter. Lou had a great regular season. He's hitting north of 300 in all 3 of the playoffs, including the World Series. 4-6 is the roll, which is a strikeout over on Fernandez's card. Strikeout swinging. Second time Lou's gone down on strikes today. That's the 4th strikeout for Fernandez. Lansing's double being the only hit that they've had. Larry Walker, the batter. 4-6 is the roll. We just saw that result. Another strikeout, swinging. Fernandez is mowing him down. Moises Alou, the batter. 2 out, nobody on. 3-10 is the roll, which is a walk on Moises' card. He is a C stealer as well. Fernandez is a -2. Karkovice is a -3, if I remember. Yeah, -3. So the full -5 off from a 111 opportunity to steal. I think that Moises is staying right where he's at. Darren Fletcher, the batter. 2 out. Alou at first. 6-10 is the roll, which is a strikeout. So Fernandez strikes out the side, other than the walk that he issued to Alou. No runs, no hits, no errors. There was a man left. 4 in the books. We're tied at 0. Nice 7th game. Nice pace. Good pitchers duel. So Sox have mustered 2 hits. Single by Jackson, he was caught stealing, and then a single by Guillen back in the 1st. Lance Johnson leads off the top of the fifth. Fassero kicks and deals. Strike 3 called. Fastball caught the outside corner. Johnson doesn't agree with the result, but doesn't change the umpire's mind. 1 out on a strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout for Fassero. Ron Karkovice, the batter. 3-2 is the roll, which is a single to left. Solid base hit for Karkovice, and he's on at first. 110 runner, stealer. Warren Newsome is now the batter. Lefty versus lefty. Fassero from the stretch. Bounce to second base. Second baseman Lansing is a 3-7. 3 is a chopper to second, ground ball C. So Karkovice advances. Newsome is out at first. So 2 out, man on second base, and the pitcher Fernandez will bat. He is a right-handed batting pitcher. Struck out his first time up. 3-7. He hits the ground ball on the ground to second base. Lansing has it. Over to Walker, side retires. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 4.5 in the books. Still no score. Got a tight 7th game going on here. So the Expos won 109 regular season games. They won 3 more at the Dodgers, giving them 112. 4 more at the Expos, or Astros, excuse me. 116, and they've won 3 here. So 119 wins. Going for a big 1-2-0. 1-2-0 makes them world champions. Will Cordero the batter, righty versus righty. 6-9 is the roll, which is a double 1 through 15. The split is a 2. So Cordero leads off the bottom of the 5th with a solid double. Sean Berry the batter. He struck out his first time up. The roll is a 3-8. I recognize that on his card from having played 119 games with him. That is a home run 1-3, double the rest of the way. The split is a 16, so back-to-back doubles result in the first run of the ball game. Expos go up 1-0. Berry doubles home Cordero. The place is going wild. Lansing the batter. He broke his drought with a double back in the third, excuse me. Let's see what he can do here in the 4th. 5-9 is the roll. He is 5-9 is an home run 1 through 11, double the rest of the way on Fernandez's card. The split is a 7, so it's a single with 2 stars, as Lansing is a W power against left-handed or right-handed pitching. But he delivers Berry with a base hit. Lansing is 2 for 2 with an RBI now, and 2 runs are in for the Expos, with nobody out here in the 5th. Lansing's at first. Fassero the pitcher. Infield's in, looking for the bunt. Fassero bunts the ball to third base. Third baseman Ventura has it. He has 1 play, which is over to Cora at first, who's covering first. Sacrifice works. Lansing takes second base. Sox bullpen is up. Looks like De Leon and Cook are thrown out in the bullpen. Man on second, 1 out. Grissom the batter. We're going to go after Grissom. 4-11 was a base hit to right field. Ground ball base hit to right. Lansing, decent runner, 1-15. The right fielder is Jackson, who's a -1, so it's 1-14 chance he's going to take it. The throw, and he does not get him. 11 is the split result. So Lansing comes in on the RBI single by Grissom. And the manager of the Sox has seen enough. He's going to go out and get Fernandez. So Fernandez did very well at the start of the game. Only allowed a single run or single hit through the first 4 innings, but he has given up 4 hits and 3 runs here in the 5th. Jose De Leon will come on. Well, wait, we need a lefty. We got Frazier, Walker coming up. So David Cook will come on. Make that Dennis Cook. So the lefty comes on. Cook, the left-hander, in the game. Fernandez is done for the day. Let's do his tally. It was 4 1/3 innings. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He walked 1. Struck out 6. Did not hit a batter or wild pitch. There were no double plays turned behind him. He faced 19 batters. Retired 13, so 6 is the end result, which is the 5 hits and 1 walk. Frazier's the batter, Cook is the pitcher, and we're going to pinch hit for Lou Frazier. Rondell White will come on to bat for Frazier. White is 2 for 4 in the series, a triple and a homer in 4 trips. Used sparingly, but he's making the best of when he's in there. He is a 15 in left field, so as bad as you can get with a glove out there. +2 throwing and a 2 for range, so if he can run it down, he'll catch it. But if it's hit at him, look out. Grissom's on first. Dennis is a -2. Karkovice a -3, -5 off Grissom stealing. He's not going anywhere. Rondell White swings and misses. Strike 3. There's a swing and a strike on Cook's card. Larry Walker, the batter. Lefty versus lefty. Again, Grissom at first. 2 are out. 3 runs in. 3-6. Strikeout. So Cook comes in and strikes out Rondell White and Larry Walker to end the inning, but not before they scored 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors. There was the man left. Putouts were made at catcher and at first base with an assist to third, or second base with an assist to third baseman. The Expos have staked Fassero to a 3-0 lead. We go to the top of the 6th. Left-hander versus Cora, who's batting right. Switch hitter batting right against Fassero. 5-7 is the roll, bounce second X. 7-3 is the result on the X chart, which is a bounce out to Lansing. 1 away. Ozzie Guillen, the batter. Left-hander versus left-hander. 1 for 2 for Ozzie today. 210 is a single to left field on Ozzie's card, and he's now 2 for 3 in this game. That sets the plate for Frank Thomas. Pitching very carefully to him. Fassero takes the count to 3-1. The roll is a 1-6, which is a long gone home run. And just like that, the Sox are right back in the game. Frank Thomas connects for his, I believe that is his 4th home run of this series. He's hit some big ones. This one's pretty big. Get back 2 of the 3 that they were behind. Ventura, the batter now. 2 runs in, 1 man out. Lefty versus lefty. 2-5 is the roll, which is a strikeout on Ventura's card. So Fassero gets Ventura on strikes. Place is kind of quieted down after that Frank Thomas homer. They're flying pretty high after 3 had been scored, but now it's gotten a little quiet. Darren Jackson, the batter. 4-7 is the roll, which is a long fly to center field. Grissom's back, still going back. Now he's there, makes the catch, and the side retires. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. And the score after 5.5 is now Expos 3, the Sox 2. A little homework there, a little accounting. Bottom of the 6th, 1-run game. An exciting game 7. Dennis Cook remains in the game. He'll face Alou, Fletcher, and Cordero. Pitch to Alou, 4-4, fly ball center field X. As said before, Johnson is a 1 out there. 9 is the split result, which will go to his X rating, which is a 0. He caught the ball. No error. Johnson is money out there. Makes the catch. 1 away. Nice to have 1 and 0 in your center field. 1 range, 0 errors. Darren Fletcher, the batter. Dennis Cook. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. Platooned Fletcher about half of the year in the regular season with Lenny Webster. Webster got more at-bats in the replay than he did in actual. Did quite well. Lenny hit over 300, drove in a fair amount of runs, and they are equivalent as far as their defensive abilities, so no loss there. So Webster will come on and pinch hit for Fletcher. Difference being that he is a 3 rating with a 1E rating and a +1 throwing. So Fletcher was 0 for 2, struck out once, and he had 4 putouts and an assist. So Fletcher's done for the day. Where did I put Lenny? I put Lenny on the pitcher. There we go. So Webster digs in. Dennis Cook is now retired 3 batters. 1-11 is the roll, which is a bounce back to the pitcher on Webster's card. Cook's got it over to first, 2 out. Cook is used primarily as a closer, so this will be his last inning of work. Will Cordero, the batter. 2 out, nobody on. 3-6 is the roll, which is a solid double to right field. Went with the fastball on the outside corner and drove it into the right field corner. So 2 men on. Sean Berry, the batter. We're going to go to the bullpen once again. Berry is a much better batter against lefties. Dennis Cook is out. And we'll bring in Kurt Caskell. Caskell relieved in yesterday's game. Came in with 2 men on, nobody out, and struck out Frazier and Walker, and then got a loot to bounce to short. So preserve the shutout for Alvarez, and we'll see what he can do here. McCaskill comes in. Cook went 1 1/3 innings, faced 5 batters, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2 of the 5 that he faced. We'll finish up the score or the line on Fernandez. He gave up 3 runs in 4 1/3 on 5 hits and a walk. Sean Berry, the batter. Cordero at second base. Pitch to Berry. 2-9 is a pop to short. They considered walking him and getting to Lansing, but Lansing was 2 for 2 today, so they're going to stay away from him and the bases or walking to get to him. Side retires, no score or no runs, no hits, or 1 hit, no error, 1 left. The outs are recorded in center field, first base, and at shortstop. An assist went to the pitcher. We have 6 complete in the books. 3-2 is the ball game score. Expos leading 3-2. Fassero, the starter for the Expos, is still in the game. He is a 7 point of weakness, and we're entering the 7th, so have to keep an eye on his progress here. 5-7 is the roll, bounce to second base. Second baseman is a 3, the split is the 5, so that is a bounce out to second base. Lansing has it, over to Walker, and there's one away. Ron Karkovice will bat. Karkovice is 1 for 2 with a single. Fassero kicks and deals, 5-7 is the result, another X ground ball to second base. This time the split is a 3, and that is an infield hit. Karkovice legs out a base hit. 7th inning, Karkovice is not a very good runner. In fact, we're going to get a pinch runner for him. Norberto Martin will come on to pinch run. We'll pinch run. And Lavalier, or Lavalieri, whatever his name is. As I said, I'm not very good on the names because I didn't watch much baseball in the 90s after the strike. Martin's at second base, pinch runner, or first base as a pinch runner. Mike Lavalier will be the catcher. We'll close the book on Karkovice. He has 3 at-bats and 2 hits. Defensively, he has 9 putouts. A very busy day for Karkovice back there. Warren Newsom is the batter. Newsom is 0 for 2. He homered in yesterday's game. 3-11 is the roll, which is a base hit to right field. That's back-to-back singles for the White Sox. 1 to 16 chance. You don't want to make your second out at third. So you have the, and you're against the loser arm out there too. A loser -3. So 1 to 13 chance, we're not going to do it. Pitcher spot comes up. McCaskill's out. And we will get Craig Graybeck will pinch hit. Oh wait, still have Julio Franco on the bench. This is where he use Franco. Julio Franco is coming in to pinch hit. I keep forgetting about him sitting over there. So Franco will be the pinch hitter with 2 out, or 1 out, 2 on, here in the 7th inning. Franco, the pinch hitter, he has entered the game, and that will be it for Fassero. Fassero is hooked, and the pitcher will be, we're in the 7th. I'm going to go with Jeff Shaw. Jeff Shaw will come on in relief of Fassero. Fassero went 6 1/3. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. Walked 1 intentionally. Struck out 4. Didn't hit anybody. No wild pitches were thrown. Had a double play, a critical double play in the 1st inning with the bases loaded behind him. He gave up that home run to Thomas. He faced 26 batters to get 19 outs. 7 is the differential. He had 7 hits and an intentional walk with a double play, bringing it back to 7 is the differential. So the accounting matches. Julio Franco, 2 on, 1 out. Top of the 7th. Roll is 6-7, which is a double 1 through 11, single 12 through 20. It's a 2-star double. The roll is 8, so that will be a double. That will plate pinch runner Martin and Newsom. He's a 1 to 12 -2, 1 to 10, so he does not score on the play. That ties the score. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, and Joey Cora coming up. Cora will bat left-handed against the right-handed pitching Shaw. Bullpen is up. Looks like Mel Rojas and Kirk Reuter are up in the pen. 1 out. The Expos are going to bring the infield in. They're going to pitch to Cora. He's 0 for 3 today. 3-3 is the throw, which is a soft fly ball to right field. Question mark. So it's not very deep. We already talked about Newsom being a 12. So he'd be a 1 through 9 to score on that pop fly. He is going to hold at third. It was not deep enough for him to go. So 2 are out. And Ozzie Guillen is the batter. We're going to get another pitcher. Tim Scott will come on in relief of Shaw. Shaw faced 2 batters, gave up a hit, and got an out. So 1/3 on a hit. Face 2. Fassero is still responsible for Newsom. Now the bullpen is Rojas and Reuter throwing. Runners on second and third. Thomas on deck. Guillen the batter. So they're not going to walk him to get to Thomas. They're going to go after Guillen. He is 2 for 3. Runs scored today. Pitched by Tim Scott. 3-9 is the roll, which is a soft fly ball to left field. Left fielder Rondell White comes in, makes the catch, side retires. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. There were 2 left. Bucked a little bit of the convention there and pitched with first base open to the 2 batters, but they avoided facing Thomas in the frame. Outs are recorded by first base, left field, and right field with an assist to second. Game is tied at 3 after 6 1/2. We go to the 7th inning stretch. A stretch and the entertainment at the stretch. We got this place a rocking. We have Lansing, the pitcher spot, and then Grissom coming up. Jose De Leon will be the pitcher. We still have back Assenmacher, Fernandez, Scott Sanderson, who's done well in long relief, is also out there in the bullpen. De Leon enters the game. McCaskill faced 1 batter, got buried a pop to short. That's 5, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So Lansing is the batter. De Leon is the pitcher. Pitcher spot is on deck for the Expos. Lansing 2-8, a solid base hit to left field, and he's 3 for 3. He entered the game with just 2 hits in the series, and today he is 3 for 3. Lansing is a B stealer and a 1-15 runner. Pitcher spot is up. So Tim Scott out of the game. Mel Rojas will come in. Finishing his warm-up tosses out in the pen. And the pinch hitter will be Cliff Floyd. Floyd's hitting 280 for the series. He's played first base when the DH rule was in effect. Frazier was the DH and Floyd was playing first base. So he's got some at-bats in the series. So Lansing is leading off at first. De Leon has no change. It's a -3 for, again, Karkovice. Well, Karkovice is out of the game. It's Lavalier now. +1. So there's a 1-14 chance to steal second base. I think my boy's going to have to go. So, score is tied at 3. Runner at first. Lansing steals second base. The split is a 7. Lansing has stolen second base. Cliff Floyd, the batter now. Grissom on deck, followed by White and then Walker. That is bottom of the 7th, so it's not totally time to panic. We're going to pitch to Cliff. 6-10 is a bounce to short. Guillen is a 2. The split is a 9, which puts him in his X rating, which is 27. 10 is the roll, which is a bounce to second or shortstop. So they avoid the double play. Guillen to Thomas. Checks the runner Lansing back to the bag. Lansing remains at second base. Marquise Grissom is the batter. Lansing at second base with 1 out. Do we walk him or deal? Look for the double play. Rondell White is not ideal double play stuff. Walker is. We're going to pitch to Grissom. Runner on second base and 1 out. 4-6 is the roll. Double 1 through 5 is the result. Fly ball center field the rest of the way. The split is a 14, so it's a long fly to center. Johnson races back, makes the catch. Lansing retreats to second base. He'd gone halfway with hopes of scoring if that were to get over Johnson's head, but so he now returns to second base. There are 2 out, and Rondell White the batter. White struck out his last time up, or his first time up in this game, and pinch hitting for Frazier back in the 5th. This is his second plate appearance. De Leon kicks and deals. 1-7 is the result. Double 1 through 17. The split is a 16. So Rondell White has doubled. Lansing will score from second base. RBI double for White. And the Expos go up 4-3. Larry Walker, the batter. First base is open, so we walk him. That brings up Moises Alou. 2 out, 2 on. One 5 is the result, which is a home run 1 through 8, double 9 through 20. The split is a 9, so it's a double by Alou. White will score. Walker 1-14. The doubles to center field. He's a +1, 1-15. He will score. The split is a 12. 2 RBIs by Alou. And the Expos go up 6-3. With Webster coming up. We'll get the ball from De Leon. Started out, gave up the single stolen base to Lansing, then a bounce out, then a fly out, so he had 2 out, but then with 2 out, Rondell White doubles, a walk to Walker, and then another double by Alou, put 3 runs across. Roberto Hernandez will come on. Hernandez will come on in relief of De Leon. He got 2/3 of an inning in, faced 6, gave up 3 hits, and an intentional walk. He is responsible for the 3 runs that have scored, plus the runner at second base. Lenny Webster, the batter. We have Rojas coming into the game, so Webster will be pinch hit for, well, he'll be replaced by Tim Sphere, but we're going to let Webster hit. 1-3 is the roll, which is a ground ball back to the pitcher. He hits it back to the pitcher again. Hernandez has it over to Thomas. Side retires. But the Expos score 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, a man left. Outs are recorded at first base, center field, assists to the pitcher and the shortstop. Webster, as I said, is leading the game. Tim Spear will make his first appearance in the World Series here today as a defensive replacement for Webster. And the personal catcher for Mel Rojas. 2390 is his line. He's a 3 defensively and 9 E rating, 0 for throwing. Webster was 0 for 2, and he had no activity behind the plate. Will Cordero will be the leadoff batter in the 8th. We go to the top of the 8th. Mel Rojas on in relief. And he'll face Thomas, Ventura, and Jackson. Scott, through 1/3 of an inning, faced 1 batter. All 3 runs that scored are Fassero's. And we are underway with the 8th inning. Frank Thomas, the batter. 6-3 ball game. Expos up. 6 outs away from a world championship. 5-5 is the roll, which is a strikeout. The forkball got him. Rojas' forkball dipped out of the strike zone. Frank swung and missed. 1 away. Crowd is cheering on every pitch now. Robin Ventura, the batter. Lefty versus the right-hander. 3-10 is the roll, which is a fly ball center field, moderate depth. Grissom waits, makes the catch. There are 2 down. 2 away for the Sox. We're going through the 3, 4, and 5 hitters here. Darren Jackson, the batter. Jackson bounced into a bases loaded double play, singled, but was caught stealing in the 4th, and then flew out to center field in the 6th. It's his first game back after having been on the injured reserve. 1-7 is the roll. It's a fly ball center field, moderate depth. Grissom waiting, catching. Side retires. 3 up, 3 down for Rojas in the 8th. 2 putouts made by the center fielder. The other went to the catcher. We go to the top of the, or bottom of the 8th. Expos lead 6-3. Will Cordero, the batter. Cordero is 2 for 3. Pair of doubles, a run scored. Roberto Hernandez on. Righty versus righty. 6-5 is the roll, which is a long fly to center field. Jackson runs that one down, and there's 1 out. Sean Berry, the batter. It was Berry's double that got the run scoring started in the game back in the 5th. He drove home Cordero. He is 1 for 3 with that double, a run scored and an RBI. 4-10 is the roll, which is a strikeout. Strikeout swing and miss by Berry. 2 runners up, or 2 batters up, 2 batters down here in the 8th. Mike Lansing, who was 3 for 3, 2 runs scored and an RBI, is the batter. He has come alive in this game 7. Roll is 4-5, which is a bounce to short X. Shortstop is a 2. 17 is the split. Guillen gets his man. The side retires. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Been out recorded at the catcher, first base, and at center field. Assists to the shortstop. Nothing in the bottom of the 8th for the Sox, or the Expos. We go to the top of the 9th, just 3 short outs away from a national championship for the Montreal Expos, 1994. Lance Johnson will bat. Rojas remains in the game. We have John Wetland in reserve. In fact, we're going to bring Wetland in. He has earned the responsibility or the opportunity. In the regular season, Wetland was 10-0 with 36 saves, an ERA of under 1. He actually lost one of the championship series games. The only game he lost all year was in the playoffs. So Wetland is on. Rojas came on, threw a perfect 8th with a strikeout. And the 9th we go. Lance Johnson, the batter. Johnson, Lavalier, and Newsom are the batters. 3 lefties. 3-8 is the roll. A bounce to first. Walker has it, steps on the bag, and there's one away. One hopper. Walker takes it unassisted, and there's one out. Michael Lavalier, the batter. Not batted yet in this game. Left-handed batter swings and smashes a base hit to center field, right back over the head of John Wetland and into center field. Lavalier is a 1-8 runner, so we're going to get a pinch runner for him. Bob Supcic, C-U-P-C-I-C, will come on as the pinch runner. Lavalier is 1 for 1. He had one put out as the catcher. Warren Newsom, the batter. Newsom homered in the last game. 1 for 3 today, left-handed batter. The roll is a 1-5, ball 4. He walked him. Oh my, this is getting exciting. Top of the 9th, World Championship at stake. The Sox are making some noise. With 1 out, they have 2 runners on. Pitcher's spot is up. So Hernandez is out. The pinch hitter will be Craig Graybeck. Graybeck is 2 for 3 as a pinch hitter in this series. John Wetland trying to get the last 2 outs to make the Expos world champions. 2 men on, 1 man out. Graybeck the batter. They're kicking the deal. 1-8 is the roll, which is the double to left field. Oh my gosh. He blasts a double to left. That will drive in Supcic. Newsom, not much of a runner if I recall. 1-12. Left fielder is Rondell White, who is a +2 out there. We try to score him. Got Cora and Guillen coming up. I'm going to hold him. We need runners, not outs. So Cora will come up. First base is open. You're not going to walk him because that would put the winning run on base. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Joey Cora, the batter. Wetland trying to get the out. The infield is back. They're looking for an out. Score is 6-4. Cora. Strike 3 called. Roll is 4-7 on Wetland's card. That is a called strike 3. 2 are now out. Ozzie Guillen, the batter. Frank Thomas on deck. Guillen was gonna look over every pitch. And we go to 3-2 count. So it's 3-2 count. 2 men on, 2 men out. Top of the 9th. Score is 6-4. Left-handed Guillen against the right-hander Wetland. The roll is 2-7. Sharp ground ball to shortstop. Cordero has it over to Walker, and the inning and game are over. The Expos are the world champions of 1994. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. And the Montreal Expos have won the 1994 World Series, the series that wasn't. The Sox had scored 4 runs on 10 hits. There were no errors. And Stade Olympique is going crazy. People have run out on the field. The players are scrambling to try to get to the clubhouse without getting mobbed, maimed. It's raucous. Expos score 6 runs on 5, 6, and 9 hits. So the Sox out-hit them. They committed a single error. The win goes to Fassero. The save to Wetland, although he was rocky to say the least. 1 inning worked. He faced 6 batters, gave up a hit, like that 2 hits and a run, a walk, and a strikeout. Fernandez came on, got the last 4 outs, went 1 1/3 with a strikeout, and those 3 runs are charged to De Leon, and he is the losing pitcher. The Sox had come back and tied the game in the top of the 7th. So winning pitcher, Jeff Fassero. Save goes to John Wetland. And the loss goes to Jose De Leon. Game 7 and the series are in the books. Montreal Expos are the world champions for 1994, the series that wasn't. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.